This is my new go-to-market strategy for our new storytelling and communication app called saystory. If you have a small marketing team and you can't fit your marketing strategy on the back of a napkin, then you're doing something wrong. And if you don't know who I am, I'm Neil Sheth. I'm the founder of saystory. It's helping founders and marketing teams and agencies to capture insights and create remarkable stories, briefs, and reports in minutes. Okay, so first, let's start with the end. How do we want people to buy from us? Now, saystory is a low-priced product, so we don't actually want to have calls with every single customer. Otherwise, we're going to be here all day long. But it's still a new product. We're still learning from our customers, and more importantly, we need new customers. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do the opposite of what I just said. We're going to add as many touch points as we need in order to get that customer from knowing about us, from liking us, to buying from us. So here we're going to add a step called demos, and we're going to hold demos with every customer. But asking people to join demos is still kind of salesy. I'd rather speak to their problems and understand what they need help with, and then within the context of that conversation, introduce them to saystory and giving them a demo. That's why we're offering a masterclass really focused around the problem they need help with. See, their problem is not actually writing more content. Their problem is actually demonstrating their expertise, growing their reach, and more importantly, growing their sales whilst saving their time. See, the thing is, when you speak to problems, you capture interest. And not only that, if we can demo saystory to many people, then suddenly we've gone from this one-to-one conversation and we can scale that conversation while speaking to the problems of our users and our customers, but actually at the same time, demo saystory to multiple people. One-to-many is a strategic founder move. Now for the fun part. How do we actually get people inside of saystory's funnel? Just to be clear, the funnel is a straight line. It is get people onto a masterclass, have them book a demo, and then quite easily buy from us. They could skip from the masterclass to buying directly, but we're going to plan it as if it's a straight line. So most importantly, how do we get people into our storytelling masterclass? First of all, we're going to be doing short form storytelling. Next, we're going to be running outreach. Then thirdly, we're going to be speaking. And then fourthly, I'm going to be leveraging our newsletter. See, the thing is, when you're launching a business and growing a business, it's very, very important to start organically, keep your cost of acquisition as low as possible. So that's really the first reason why you want to start organically. Also, secondly, it helps you to get that feedback loop in and improve on your messaging. And then you've got that social proof to, if you need to at that stage, to start building on your presence through paid ads. So let me explain the 4 strategies that we're going to be using to grow saystory's visibility and its customer base online. Again, we're going to be using that same funnel approach, but now we're going to be talking about those 4 strategies. Number 1, short form storytelling. We're talking about helping our audience with their problem to move from having their problem to closer to where they want to be through short form educational stories. We're talking tips, how-to, life lessons, customer success stories. Those are examples of short form stories. Put it this way, if an ebook is the funnel masterclass, then a page within that ebook is the short form story. That's the best way to think about this. Step 2, so we're now going to be looking at outreach. There's 2 types of outreach we can run. We can run cold outreach and we can run warm outreach. On the cold outreach side, you're speaking to people that you've never spoken to. You're speaking to them cold. That could be picking up the phone. It could be running email outreach to your target audience. It could be running a LinkedIn in-mail campaign. On the warm outreach, this is easier. These are people either within your network, you know them personally, that could be on LinkedIn, or they're quite close to your network where you can get an introduction. It's messaging them, striking interest, making it as relevant as possible. And so that warm message is going to have more likelihood of moving that user closer to buying from you. However, you are limited because these are within your network. So you want to run outreach to both your cold and your warm, and this is what we're going to be doing for Say Story. Number 3, speaking. So when I used to run our SEO agency called Bubbly Digital 7 years ago, I remember every time I spoke at an event, at least every second event, I would win at least 1 to 2 customers. Speaking is a great way to not only demonstrate your authority and your expertise, but really to move down that know, like, and trust funnel and get people to buy from you. And it demonstrates your expertise. You get in front of a large audience, and as we said, it's a one-to-many strategy. So I'm going to be using speaking to get Say Story out in front of as many people as possible. As we just mentioned, inviting them to a masterclass. Now I know some people will also buy direct, but we're also going for the warm funnel, inviting them to the masterclass. The newsletter, these are people that are interested in Say Story for whatever reason. That could be they're paying for Say Story. That could be they've attended a free event. That could be they signed up for Say Story but didn't pay. These are people that are actually interested in Say Story. And best of all, they also know someone potentially also interested in Say Story. So it's very, very important that we communicate to this audience strategically. Currently, we plan to communicate at least once a month and perhaps more, depending on the events that we have coming up. This is a great audience for us to start and grow with. Hope you found our go-to-market strategy for Say Story useful. Please feel free to drop any comments. I'll try and answer it or use it for inspiration for the next video. And more importantly, give me a follow and follow our journey to 100 customers on Say Story.